So there are two things that I'm about to expose to you all. I've been wondering why it is very easy to not to convince some people that what we are chasing is actually bigger than what they are saying. It is one of the most difficult things to convince a lot of people of. Even at church okale kalia mana gịnị ka a ga-akpasakwanụ ka a ga-akpasala. But the two waves of our redemption is becoming more convincing than it used to be. And that's why I keep saying these things that I keep saying, that Biafra has come to that position where everyone must understand the game. The game is either giving or is less giving. And that's just the truth. We have managed to convince ourselves for so long that our chase is not yet over. Yes. Now there's agreement between the Finland government between Simon and the Finland government, because everybody knows what is at hand. And when I mean everybody knows what is at hand, I mean the gateway of restoration has come. And that's the energetic moment. So in for out, we must accept ourselves the way we are. By accepting, we believe that convincing those who wishes to be convinced of our new heritage, of what we chase, of what we do at all times, and of every humanoid management that has been very helpful in the few years that we have been together. One will argue this, that for so long they have been accusing the Finland that they have been defending and protecting Simon Eba from their reach. But you see, the gateway to freedom starts from doubt. And that's just it. But we must continue to help ourselves so long, because freedom is what is becoming. Every areas, every connections, and every wisdom is becoming very, very visible. So whether you like it or not, the time to help ourselves real good is gradually coming to exceptional moments, and Biafrans must watch these things happen with all due respect. And that's what we mean. You see, the more they try to bully Biafrans, the more we continue to rise beyond imagination. Yesterday I said there's an agreement between the Finnish government and the zoo government after multiple strikes that went on and on and on and on. One thing you must understand is that there are measures of doing this thing. Measures of doing it. It has to be well communicated. Possibly well communicated. That's what changes the whole big room, the big picture, the big room, whatever it carries. We must understand this thing without any lies being told or whatever being said. For particularly, everybody must get to see this one message we continue to preach. That's what makes sense. If it makes sense to you, then it makes sense to everyone. And so be it. If we understand what systematic knowledge is, we end up bringing much interested respect to our doorstep, thereby not allowing some kind of hate on our side. It has to be well narrowed. And that's what makes sense. Well narrowed, well figured, and possibly more interesting. So as we spread across this very gospel of truth, making waves and not being bullied by those who claim that they mean well for us, we must understand that the Finnish government agreement is not going to harm the Biafran people. The process that is being taken is what we call gradual process, where the mindset must be corrected first before any other thing. But unless we have this big room of exalting ourselves and telling ourselves nothing but the truth, we may continue to experience some kind of ultimatum failures, which is trying to convince those who never wants to be convinced. But all the same, Biafrans are getting stronger and stronger on a daily basis. When I say on a daily basis, you cannot discriminate that fact. Very honest with you, you can't discriminate that fact. Because every day, they try to make us feel less. Every day, we keep climbing the staircase. I must tell you this truth. When we finally have this final agreement with the Finland government, everybody in the zoo will hear the message.